Hello, Year 2, and welcome to our next reading lesson. Today we're going to be reading the book Stormwell. Let's find out what we're going to do today. So, for session 1, we're going to be looking at how brilliant readers answer questions on the text and use inference. We'll start by looking at the front cover. Then we're going to read the text, Stormwell, and discuss the story. We'll end this lesson by answering retrieval and inference questions. You are going to need a pencil, some paper, and your brain. If you need to go and get any of these things, put me on pause now. So today, our focus is how do brilliant readers answer questions on the text and use inference. We've been doing lots of this, so I know you are going to be experts today. Let's have a look at the front cover to start with. What's the title of this book? Can you find it? Put your finger on it. Well done. It says The Stormwell in nice big capital letters. Can you spot the author's name? Oh, a little bit harder. Yeah, well done. Benji Davies, down in the bottom corner. So having a look at this front cover, what do you think the book is going to be about? I can see the setting is obviously the beach, the seaside. Do you think it could be an art country? Not sure. What's happened though? There's a whale on the beach. How did it get there? I wonder if the title gives us a clue. The Stormwell. What do you think this boy's trying to do? Hopefully we'll answer all of these questions as I read the story now. So this is The Stormwell by Benji Davies. If you would like to put me on mute and read it yourself, that's perfectly fine. If you'd rather listen and follow along, that's great too. Let's begin. Loy lived with his dad and 6 cats by the sea. Can you spot any of the cats? Look really closely. I can see one on the roof. There's one on the dad's back. Can you see any more? What a quiet place it looks. There they are inside. Some more cats there. I wonder what Dad does for a job. Can you tell by that yellow coat? I think he might be a fisherman. Every day, Noy's dad left early for a long day's work on his fishing boat. He wouldn't be home again till dark. One night, a great storm had raged around their house. In the morning, Noy went down to the beach to see what had been left behind. As he walked along the shore, he spotted something in the distance. Can you see it? The little tiny grey dot. What could it be? As he got closer, Noy could not believe his eyes. It was a little whale washed up on the sand. Noy wondered what he should do. He knew that it wasn't good for a whale to be out of the water. I must be quick, he thought. Noy did everything he could to make the whale feel at home. He told stories about life on the island. The whale was an excellent listener. The night was drawing in and it was growing dark. Noy was worried that his dad would be angry about having a whale in the bath. Somehow, Noy kept his secret safe all evening. He even managed to sneak some supper for the whale. What do you think it ate? I reckon some fish. But he knew it couldn't last. Noy's dad wasn't angry. He had been so busy he hadn't noticed that Noi was lonely. But he said they must take the whale back to the sea where it belonged. Off they go in the rowing boat. Oh, look at that weather. That's really reflecting how Noi feels, isn't it? Noi knew it was the right thing to do, but it was hard to say goodbye. He was glad his dad was there with him. Noi often thought about the storm well. He hoped that one day soon he would see his friend again. Do you think he does? Now, let's remind ourselves about retrieval and inference. We know that retrieval questions are questions where we can pick the information out from the text and it gives us the answer to a question. These are normally the easiest ones because we can find the answer in the text just by reading it or by looking at the pictures. With inference, we have to work a little bit harder. We have to be the reading detectives. We're using clues from the text and things that we already know inside our head about stories we've read and just about life to work out the answer to questions by reading in between the lines. Now we're going to have 3 different chili challenges today. For one chili challenge, we're going to work through some questions together. And for 2 chili challenges, you'll be writing some answers in your book, and the same for 3. Let's start with chili challenge 1. So I've got the first page of the book on the screen. And the sentence says, Noi lived with his dad and 6 cats by the sea. My first question is, who did Noi live with? I'll give you 10 seconds to answer. Then can you tell me who you think Noi lived with? Make sure you're looking at that sentence. Who did Noi live with? You're right. He lived with his dad and 6 cats. Brilliant. I love the way that you could point to the answer in the sentence. A great retrieval question. Now we're going to have to do a little bit of deeper thinking now. How do you think Noi is feeling? Can you see where Noi is down in the corner? And how do you know this? Again, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think. How's he feeling then, everybody? Some super answers there. Well done. Yeah, people were saying sad and lonely down in the dumps. But how do we know that? I'm sure lots of you were telling me that he stood on his own. He's not busy having fun, and his head is looking down towards the ground. He doesn't look happy at all, does he? Superstar, everybody. Keep it up. So now we are turning to the next page, and it's only an illustration on this page, but we can still answer questions on the text from it. So my first question is, do you think Noi and Dad chat very much? Why or why not? 10 seconds to think about it. What did you think? I think that they don't have time to chat very much because I can see that Noi's just there on his own eating his breakfast and Dad is very busy doing his fisherman job. I think I've given the clue away for the next question. What does Dad do for work? And how do you know? I won't give you 10 seconds for this one. I think we know, don't we? He's a fisherman and he's got those lovely Wellington boots on there to keep him dry and a big yellow coat so he can be seen out at sea. On our next page, we've got some sentences. Let's read them. Every day, Noy's dad left early for a long day's work on his fishing boat. He wouldn't be home again till dark. So my question for you is, how do you think Noy feels? I'll give you 10 seconds to think about it. Make sure you're using all of the information in those sentences to help you and things that you already know. Are you ready to share your answer? Tell me. Some super detailed answers there. Well done, everybody. So lots of people were saying they think Noy feels lonely and sad. And I love the way people used because afterwards, because his dad was out all day at work, or because Noy's dad left early. And some people said, because Noy's dad won't be home again until dark. Well done for using the text to help you with your answers. That's the end of the 1 chili challenge. We're going to move on now to the 2 chili challenges, and I would like you to answer the questions and write the answer in your book. I'm going to read you the questions now. Once I finish, put me on pause so you have time to read them yourself and write the answer. So question 1, describe Noy's dad in 3 words. Why did you choose them? So what kind of person is he? I definitely think he's very busy, isn't he? Because he's always going to work for long hours. Question 2, where do you think Noy's dad is whilst he explores the beach? Because Noy was there alone, wasn't he? Where was Dad? Question 3. Where does Noy take the whale? Question 4. Noy puts the whale in the bath. What do you think Noy is telling the whale? And the last question, why did Noy sneak past Dad? These are your 5 questions. Put me on pause now and write the answer in your book. I know that your teachers would love to see your answers on tapestry. The final free chili challenge question today is this. I would like you to compare these 2 illustrations. I want you to think about how they differ and what it tells you about Dad and Noy's relationship now. So we can see the picture on the right was the first one in the book. The picture on the left was the second one. Look very closely at them. What's the same? What's different? Think about the position of the characters and what they are doing. Can you spot anything new that's appeared that tells you things are different in the house? It would be great if you could write your answers in your book and again, share these on tapestry with your teacher. They will be so interested to see what you think. If you don't want to write them down, you could always talk about the picture with somebody at home. Have fun doing this task, everyone. Put me on pause now so you can study the pictures. And we're finished. Well done, everybody. Next time we will be explaining what happened in the text. I hope you can join me very soon. Bye, everybody.